Glad to have you with us from Dallas, Texas at Gerald J. Ford Stadium as a couple of teams square off in the Surf Pro First Responders Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Ragin' Cajuns want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Off he goes. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cajuns. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that
QB. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So FIU's offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Pulls it in. It's Francis. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pocket starts to collapse. Got his man quickly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. FIU pushing tempo.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement up front. Let's keep this drive going.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They want to run this quarterback. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Tripped up for the tackle. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Balls and fired complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
So you get stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaches.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this all...
And he's running in the open. Inside the 10. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They go to the ground. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. They pick up of 6. And the Raging Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we're getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
He'll do it himself. At the 45, on his way. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Louisiana. And once he got loose, it was all over.
That is why this quarterback has been a perfect weapon in this offense. When you run these types of option plays, he is so dangerous in the open field. He can make people miss. He's got tons of speed, and we showed it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he knows how to finish in style. A 66-yarder to the house. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know that.
He unleashes a long one. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted, one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Trying to get to him. He's got his man. At the 35, he's loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. And welcome to the offensive showcase, my friend.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to...
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, sometimes you go, man, what a play by that guy. He carried people, or he broke tackles, or his speed. And that time I'm like, Palmer, where is the defense?
I think it's too many guys being selfish, David. I think it's guys getting out of their gap. Everyone's trying to be a me guy, a hero, get the stat, maybe get the sack, get upfield. But you've got to play team defense. 11 guys doing their job. They did not get it done.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Louisiana, 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Dances away. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Right down the middle. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. It's a reverse. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. At the 20, he's got space. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Francis.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he's bounding over the top.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And adding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, man.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Looking to pass. It's Carter. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. The pull and throw off the RPO. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly out to the tight end. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
This offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
FIU set up with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting set.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play call.
And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Using his feet. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 5 on that last one. Now, how aggressive will they be on 2nd and inches? And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Florida International. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the First Responders Bowl. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the First Responders Bowl.
And the Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that.
And he breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Buys a little time. They're setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's long. Touchdown, FIU! And the pummeling has started. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. Defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajuns headed to the field. Comes out throwing on first down. And that pass intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Touchdown, Panthers. And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
On the move from inside his 5. Really. By the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Now on second down and short. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So they're facing third and short from the 25. To throw, it's Carter. He wants to take the top off. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. They're trying to get to him. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Quick completion to the right. Runs through the tackle. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. Oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Field goal is good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
Louisiana, 27.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Built. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Getting some heat. He'll pull it down.
Well, great job there by the defense. Get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Francis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Touchdown, Panthers! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. To the air, it's Carter. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over up to 17.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. And the route is on.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Jackrabbit.
Looking downfield, it's Carter. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Cajuns. And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top. He's got it down the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. FIU pushing tempo. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. hoping the quarterback cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Touchdown, FIU! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Line gets set, 1st down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
He's going to pass. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Makes the grab over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run it to the right. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now...
Touchdown, Panthers! And the pummeling has started.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short long-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
Come on, set.
To the air, it's Carter. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got it inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Complete downfield. Headed to the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Raging Cajuns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Roll it, reload.
Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 11, set to kick it off.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5. ground, but it will be very successful.
On the set.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Spider.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. The Panthers are on the move. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the move. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Touchdown, Panthers! And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This drive will open from the 15. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He makes the catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He wants to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Carter. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Continuing to churn and move it forward. On midfield, it's down at the 48.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got in. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Travel.
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Going for the big play. He caught it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
This might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing. Keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season that you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's caught inside the 15. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.